Now, throughout Melee's history, Mewtwo is a character that's been underestimated and overlooked. You rarely see him played online or in tournament, which has caused a lack of optimization in comparison to other characters in Melee. Because he's such a unique and unorthodox character, many people just don't understand how to play him, so they opt for a more common and intuitive character. But personally, I believe he has lots of potential and a plethora of decent options that rarely get talked about, despite being a little janky and weird. For example, it's well known that Mewtwo has really good distance on his recovery, having a top 3 recovery in the game, but he can also do some lesser known techniques to extend it. By shooting a fully charged Shadow Ball in the opposite direction, it will push Mewtwo closer to the stage so he can come back on, or in very specific situations, he can actually fly under the stage and grab the ledge from the other side. Not a game changer, but I still thought it was pretty neat. On top of far distance, his up B also has almost no landing lag, so edgeguarding Mewtwo can be surprisingly difficult if your opponent knows what they're doing. But Mewtwo's landing lag can be reduced even further by using a technique called TLL. Essentially, if you teleport at a certain distance above the ground, when Mewtwo lands he can act almost instantly, and combining this with his up B ledge stall, he has Jigglypuff levels of camping potential. Up B has multiple purposes as well, as it can be used to escape pressure and juggle situations. He's one of the only characters in the game that can reliably escape Marth's endless up air strings, and that's pretty important. And in terms of movement, Mewtwo can weave in and out the opponent's threat range pretty quickly, with an above average wave dash and decent frame data. But a technique that vastly improves his neutral and punish game is double jump cancelling. With DJC, he can instantly input an aerial despite barely leaving the ground. This completely eliminates the time it takes for him to fall back down and makes his attacks linked together significantly better. Another decent albeit situational technique is using side B to counter approaches. You may already know that Mewtwo can use his side B to drag his opponent through the stage, leading to some early cheesy kills, but he can also use it to cover landings as it has a deceptively large hitbox and stretches further than it appears. While it's not the safest move, you can still throw off your opponent if they're not expecting it. But his side B isn't the only move with a considerable range. His down tilt is also a relatively safe and fast option that covers a lot of distance. Because of his quick end lag, it's a good combo starter and can even be guaranteed as a follow-up out of down throw at certain percents. And when Mewtwo starts a combo, he can often 0 to death fast fallers due to his pop-up fair and grab combos. But if you still manage to survive, he has a pretty good edge guarding game with a huge tail hitbox on his back air. You can go way below the stage to gimp your opponent and still make it back. The final technique I'll be discussing today is down B kill confirms. If timed correctly, Mewtwo can use his stun move to lock the opponent into place and then grab them before they can successfully mash out. And if you're playing against a lighter character like Marth or Peach, you can up throw to finish them off at around 100%. While yes, this is a very niche option, I still think it's underused and could be helpful under certain circumstances. One day, a Mewtwo player will come along and prove that the character is better than everybody thinks. It could be Leffen, Mewtwo King, Taj, or someone completely new. Who knows? All I know is that that's all for today. Thanks for watching.